Alright, so it's the 6th session of Volume 3, or Volume 2, we're on Issue 3. Last time, the last two actually, the group sessions both took place on the same day, so say it's a day later, I believe that was a Thursday. So being a Friday, Lucy and Maggie do have school. Whether y'all go or not, that's entirely up to y'all. Polymer was still in bed recovering, as was Langstrom in the cell. What's Mr. Body up to? Is he in college, or is he just taking random classes when he has time, or?
Yeah, I would say he's probably in college.
Okay. I guess what's the basic schedule that he has?
You said today's a Thursday?
No, it'd be a Friday now.
Yeah, he's probably off on Fridays. He might have like some lab work or something to do.
Okay. So with Polymer in that state, if he had lab work, probably later in the day, not first thing in the morning. Is he sticking around the base with her there, or to watch the recovery, or kind of just leave her on her own?
No, he'd probably stick around.
Okay, and then Maggie and Lucy, are y'all planning to go to school and everything the next day, or also kind of stick around?
Am I transferred to my old school yet?
No.
Yeah, I'll probably stick around.
I'd go to school.
Okay. So we'll start in the base as Polymer comes to. This is the first that she's regained consciousness since passing out in the car ride over here the day before.
Oh, guys, I had the weirdest dream. None of you were in it.
Mr. Body's like, holy shit, Polymer's awake.
Well, that's good. I don't really want to be in your dreams. No offense.
Oh, you know you love me.
Yeah, that's one word for it.
No, so actually, did you guys, out of character, did you guys listen to my solo session yet, or do y'all know what happened?
Not yet.
Not yet. I have not had time to do anything.
Okay, well, long story short, I was an alien. No, okay, so after I absorbed Langstrom, we're in a waiting room of some kind. He didn't want to. He wasn't really up for doing anything. So when I found the door, he didn't follow and just kind of left him behind. I mean, we have him now, so I guess that all worked out. But through the door, I ended up in some alien's body. I think it was related to the bugs, but I'm not, I guess, 100% sure. But so that was basically the whole rest of it was me trying to figure out a way back. And guys, I could actually feel you guys a couple of times. So I guess what was going on out here? Were you guys trying to pull me back?
Yeah, we were drawing mustaches.
Yes, we were trying to help you. And then I can't remember her name, but wait.
Lucy?
The Queen Mother showed up. And oh yeah, and Lucy, another hero showed up and helped us out. And then Respec and I and the Queen Mother did some like combination of powers, and then like you absorbed all of us, which apparently, or you absorbed Respec, somehow absorbed Respec and the Queen Mother, and then that was too much to have inside you, and so you spit everybody out.
Yeah, let me see. With Langstrom and the bug, that would be 4. The most I've ever done safely is 3 people, so that I guess sounds about right.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. We were pretty scared.
It was Respec's best idea ever.
Yeah.
love it. Way to go, way to go, Respec.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the school, Lucy, as you get there, there's still a number of people dressed in kind of the same attire, the white long sleeve shirt, the slacks, the slick back hair, that sort of thing. But their ties, while they're solid colors, the ties are different colors. And there's not quite as many as there were like the day before.
Okay.
And as you, I guess, heading to class, Philip, the one who had pulled the fire alarm, he just kind of comes walking up behind you and is like, "Are you going to do anything about those people? They're really weird." Yeah.
What are you talking about? You were one of them.
No, I wasn't. What? No, no. And he's entirely normal again.
Okay. You really don't remember any of that?
No, I like pulled the fire alarm and you got me in trouble, and I guess that was just a really good brownie afterwards. I don't know.
Okay. And I would just walk away.
And this time, the ones who are in that state also don't appear to be walking in lockstep. They aren't in unison anymore. They aren't glaring at you, but they are still clearly off from, the normal students.
Okay. I just make a mental note of all of this and then go to class.
Okay. Yeah, you get to class and Nancy's there, and I really wanted to skip, but I know you'd kick my ass.
You're damn right.
Alright, so then, yeah, class starts, and so then back at the base, what are y'all getting up to?
I guess we're all bringing each other up to speed on what's happened to us, because this would be the first Polymer had heard about my excursion. And then, oh no, I guess Respec was with them. But anyway, yeah.
Whenever he finishes, actually, I'm thinking just like a solid 30-second hug. Just for everything the two of us have been through in the past couple days. Just, yeah. Plus, I mean, he was captured by the guys that made me, so I don't necessarily have the words to tell him how much that sucks and how glad I am that he's back, but so yeah.
Oh yeah, and I give zero indication that I even think that Polymer had anything to do with that. It wasn't Polymer's fault at all, is what I mean.
And Respec's gonna go make brownies because she doesn't know what else to do because she feels kind of awkward right now because she didn't help her friends.
Well, I mean, she did help with the ejection of the absorbed entities.
Gross, by the way.
Okay, so yeah, so you had to make brownies, and then y'all console each other. About this time, one of the alert monitors kind of goes off, and as Langstrom's stirring in his cell, kind of waking up himself.
Well, I guess we should go see what all he remembers. We didn't get.
Well, what's the alert?
What was that? Respec?
I'm sorry, I was asking what's the alert?
No, just like a motion thing, like y'all set a preset thing to like the biosigns and all that he was coming to.
Hey, beat it up. The guy in cell 2 is moving around.
I did not catch that. What?
Oh, basically just saying, yeah, hey, by the way, the guy over in cell 2 is up and moving around.
Well, I guess we should go talk to him.
Okay. Yeah, and Respec, I don't know if you remember, but you did catch the mental flash, like he used to be possibly a sidekick to Remort at one point.
Yeah, and he had that bracelet. What would Remort do?
It wasn't the bracelet, but he was thinking that at one point.
I know, I'm joking.
Okay, yeah, if y'all head in there, he's kind of sitting upright on the edge of the bed, the cell, like head in his hands, his elbows resting on his knees, just kind of groggily coming to, getting a bearing on his situation.
Can I get some surface impressions off of him?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Unleash, enhancing your senses.
Forget, are we clear of conditions? Probably not, because it's like the next day.
Yeah, it's just a few hours later, basically.
Okay, so all the conditions from before are still there. Okay.
Yeah. So as you extend and you try to make contact, and you know you're connecting, but it feels like a conscious blocking, like he's keeping you out somehow.
Since we actually saw each other in there, I'm gonna move to comfort and support. You know, like basically just, hey, I know that was kind of crazy. How are you doing? Kind of thing.
Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, I'm okay. I got out of there and I took a shower and feel kind of human.
Oh no, I had been.
Oh, him.
But
Oh,
I mean,
I'm sorry.
that's no, you're good too.
I'm sorry, I completely misunderstood.
Yeah, he kind of lifts his hand up from his hand, kind of looks over, and where am I? What's? And he kind of like comes to, his eyes rest on Respec, and you said that your costume is kind of reminiscent of your mentor's in a way.
Yeah, his is black, where mine's white.
But
it's basically very similar.
Okay. And he kind of pauses, looking at you as if he recognizes the attire, but doesn't say anything. And so yeah, he had asked where was he and all that.
You're safe. If neither of us are back in that place where we used to be, we got the bug out of you, and you both out of me, so you're safe. Long story short.
Whoa, you out? No, you're too young. No, I was not. No, what?
Guys, what are you talking about?
Do I have to make a roll to see if my character keeps a straight face?
No. But he seems really bothered by what you just said. Like, I don't have a very clear recollection of the last few months, but no.
Wait, guys, he knows I absorb people, right? That's me saying that in character.
With your butt?
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure these guys have taught me to cuss and stuff like that, but I don't know that they've taught me about butt stuff.
I figured, Mr. Body's teaching you that while I'm at school. It's part of the essentials of being a human.
Anyway.
Jot that down, everybody.
That is not part of my responsibility. Polymer gets to clear a condition or add a team to the pool.
From the comfort and support.
Yeah, because he got a 10+.
I don't have any conditions, so 2 points then.
And I was also going to say maybe we should comfort or support each other, since we have, some of us have, I have all but one condition marked.
Game the system.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that one of the offices built into this place has some incense or some shit.
You want a brownie? That's the limit of my character's comfort and support. Sorry.
Brownies are pretty. Especially special brownies.
She really sucks at it. Well, yeah, they're special. I made them.
Okay.
brownie? What? Why am I in here? What's going on?
You're testing Respec brownies. No, but sorry, no, but really, do we have to say each individual thing again, or can we just say we told him what happened?
Yeah, I mean, you can give him the basic. Just say a generic. You know, you told him what happened. How much do y'all tell him though? Like, what do y'all go into exactly?
How much do you know about bugs? How do you feel about Raid?
I mean, I definitely don't tell him about all the planet and Gimsa and all of that jazz, but at the very least, I guess I tell him the whole waiting room part. See if he remembers it.
No, you seem kind of familiar, but no, I don't remember that. But the bugs, oh, yeah, that went sideways.
Really? Sideways? As opposed to...
Well, they made an offer to help try to better people, and I was told it would be entirely by choice, that nobody would be made better against their will, but it was the one who took me over was a lying son of a bitch.
Language. We're all minors here.
Apologies.
That sounds right. Before they sent me back, they they said it was supposed to be up to people to choose. So that sounds right, at least.
Yeah, and I think that the Queen Mother said something about that too.
Actually, yeah. Side note: I know Polymer was knocked out, so she wouldn't know. But were the other guys able to see what ended up happening to the bug that was inside Langstrom, or is that just entirely unknown to any of us?
Now, they informed you. She went into the cell alone after they ejected y'all, and they don't know how she got the bug out, but she got him out and walked him out in chains, basically.
So they want to make us better?
Yeah, just to try to overcome some of our baser flaws, to try to help curb the more warlike nature of species. They have a really rough past, and at least I don't know if everything he told me was true or not, because, well, he clearly lied, but apparently something really bad happened in their past, and they want to make sure it doesn't happen to other species, and so they try to improve.
But they try to improve by becoming a parasite.
The way it was described to me, it was more symbiotic. It wasn't parasitic. But, again, I was clearly deceived.
Well, from a couple other people that I met, I can definitely confirm the rough past part. I don't know if that's necessarily their motivation for any of this, but they definitely have some enemies out there.
Like who?
What were those guys called? The red dudes? What were they? Were those the Rensha?
Yeah, the Rishna, which was the species that y'all tried to use the treatment to stop the possession of, but the Queen Mother told y'all she wasn't Rishna.
That's right. Yeah, there are actually a few of them on Earth too. A couple of, or I met one while I was trying to find my way back, and he was not happy to see me. Do you guys think that we should go try to find them and see what they can tell us?
I don't know. I'm thinking we could deliver Langstrom to Remort.
Oh, that is a good idea.
And I'm watching for reaction.
Okay, so I was going to ask, you said it verbally?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there's definite recognition, like in his eyes, but he doesn't otherwise, again, say anything.
No fear or anything.
No. Okay, so back at the school, first period's coming to an end. We're going to kind of play a little loose with time here. Nancy's kind of just clinging still right close by. And they're different, but they're still weird. What's going on? Do you know yet?
No, I don't know what's going on, but that's good, right? They look a little bit like looser.
A little bit like what?
Like they don't look like the exact same anymore, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, their ties are different.
Yeah, and they're not walking in a creepy step together anymore either.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice. After they were watching outside my house all night, I'm just really weirded out.
They were at your house?
I think I saw like 3 of them across the street just watching most of the night. I didn't sleep much.
Hold on, did I know this before, or is she telling me this now?
Now, this is the first you're hearing of it.
Okay. What? Why didn't you tell me about this? Why didn't you call me?
They weren't doing anything, and I didn't want to bother you.
Oh my god, call me next time if that happens again.
Oh, okay. That's also why I wanted to come to school, because I didn't know if they would still be there all day.
Were they gone in the morning?
I didn't see them.
Well, hopefully they're not there anymore.
But I also kind of ran most of the way here with my eyes closed, so I might have missed them.
Okay.
Okay, so then you head to the next class. So back at the base, what exactly is y'all's game plan then with this information and Langstrom and all that?
I mean, if Remort's actually going to be helpful this time, then yeah, maybe we should take him to Remort.
Well, I'm thinking we can talk about it. I was more... are we in the cell or out?
Unless y'all wanted to have gone in, I was assuming the cell door was still shut and everything, and y'all were outside of it.
Okay. I mean, more, are we in his earshot?
We can do telepathic.
Oh, duh. Okay, yeah, I hook everybody up. Kind of say I'll call ahead. I was just more trying to see what his reaction was. They know each other somehow.
Or maybe we could. Did the Queen Mother leave any contacts with us? Contact info, I mean.
No.
Do we have her phone number?
There's his business card.
Queen Mother Incorporated.
Yeah.
Let me see. Depending on how helpful Remort is, I do know how to get back to the non-human section of the city. They really should be all over the city and not just in one spot. But I mean, that's neither here nor there, I guess.
Well, that
we
was
could
just
always-
like a homeless shelter type of thing for non-humans. That wasn't the non-human section of the city.
Oh, I was thinking they were like just off in that one. Never mind. Anyway, we could go ask around. Like I said, I was recognized. If anything, we could try to pick up the dead body that's not just hanging out in an alley.
Did you report it to the police?
I did no that no. It was my body. It's dead because I'm not in it anymore.
Blink, blink, blink.
Oh yeah. After I left the waiting room and woke up on that other planet, I had somehow or another been bounced. I guess that's the right way to phrase it. I'm still not entirely sure what happened, but I had somehow ended up in the body of a comatose one of those guys. And so once they finally figured out who I was, sort of, they sent me back to Earth to try to find you guys and see if we could figure out some way to get me back into the right body. But while I was walking from that first area back here, I guess must have been when you guys finally pulled me out, because I just sort of collapsed and then woke up back here. Oh, there was a shark man who wanted me to try to get him some business recommendations. I have his card.
Yeah, so Polymer shows you the business card, and it's Sawtooth Photography.
Oh, maybe. I mean, I imagine PR already has somebody that's supposed to do that, but I guess we can refer him.
I think he'd like that, yeah. Either way, though, there were people there who recognized, I mean, just whatever species that was. So, depending on how helpful Remort is, we might want to go ask around.
Yeah, I'll call him. He's the one that originally told me to go after Langstrom.
Okay, so you call.
Yeah, I'm going to wait just to see if anybody has anything they want to put in before the call. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm calling.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
There is no response.
Of course. Looks like we have a guest for a few days.
Your mentor needs a better cell phone plan.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You need a better mentor.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I guess we have grounds for an eventual playbook change.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Are y'all gonna let me out of here anytime soon?
Well, go ahead.
I was going to say, ha ha ha, no.
Look, we're not sure if things are still in your system or not, and you had that in you for a long time. Plus, there might be drugs. We're testing.
Fine. Well, you know where to find me. He kind of just turns and lays back down.
I'll leave a brownie.
Hey, so,
Please let that.
you know, he's had contact with these people, so, I mean, maybe we could press him for more information. Like, sweeten the deal with, well, if you can give us more information, then yeah, maybe we'll let you go.
No, he's probably getting let go eventually anyway. He knows how heroes work.
I mean, you could see how many brownies it takes to tell us what he knows.
Is he eating the brownie?
No.
Fudge.
Oh, is that what kind of brownies they are?
Yeah, they're fudge brownies. Okay, he may no longer be human. Those are fudge brownies.
Oh shit.
Wait, have you made? I mean, out of character, out of context, all of that. Have you made brownies first before, or is this like the first time you've done that?
I think this is the first time I've done that.
Like, maybe they're really bad.
Eat one. I mean, it's just out of a box. It's not that hard.
Okay, I try a brownie. How good are they?
Should we roll to try the brownies? Take a powerful blow? Any of that?
I did debate that, but no. Just voice your opinion, make up whether you like them or not.
Yeah, these are really good. Good job.
I mean, it's the first brownie I've ever had, but yeah.
Okay, it's just Betty Crocker out of a box. It's not a big deal.
Guys, that's what we should do. Let's go meet this Betty Crocker, see if she can make us more brownies.
Betty Crocker's not a person.
Huh?
It's a brand like Zeta Core.
I'm just gonna pout for a couple of seconds.
Although, you know what's good on brownies. And Respec's going to run to the kitchen and get some ice cream.
Ooh, yeah.
You want some Langstrom?
I'm good.
Okay. You don't need to eat anymore? Your sandwiches?
I'm not hungry.
Okay.
There's
Suit
tacos.
yourself.
You don't want tacos?
I'm good.
Guys, I think he's still infected.
Yeah, something's wrong.
If we let you go, will you eat her brownie?
What was that?
If we promise to let you go, will you eat her brownie?
I mean, I would like to go home. I don't know when the last time that thing bathed, but if it could get me out of here, I will. But I don't suspect that's really your intention by making that offer.
I'm
Just
so
start
glad
that.
I was muted when you
Give her a
asked
brownie, open
that.
the cage. I just started nudging Respec. Open the cage, give him a brownie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just saying I'm so glad I was muted when he said, "Will you eat her brownie?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going for not realizing what the phrasing was, or for her not understanding why that would be bad. Or a poor choice of words, rather.
Look, we can't let you go yet. Remort asked us to get you, and we need to wait till we hear back from him.
Great.
Might as well get
So I'll be here
comfortable.
for a while.
You know the drill. You know
Yeah.
how he works.
I do, yes. It'll be a while.
Oh wait, do we know in character that they used to work together, or was that just for us outside of the game?
I don't think Respec passed that information along.
Yeah, I got a mental image, and it hasn't occurred to me to share it yet.
So, back at school, y'all are in the middle of class, and the fire alarm goes off again.
Okay, so we all get up and go outside.
Yeah, as you do, you do happen to see Philip running out of the building far ahead of everybody else.
I like run after it.
As you get out of the building and you kind of going after him, you do notice out of the corner of your eye, one of the wings of the building is actually on fire. It's like a raging fire going on one side of the school.
Oh shit. Okay. So I forget about it.
I catch that last bit.
So I forget about Philip
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
and actually just evacuate.
yeah, everybody starts evacuating and running out, and it's a lot fewer people than you might expect, but you don't know if they're trapped somewhere inside or whatnot, and in the distance you can hear the sirens coming from the fire engines.
Okay, so I just wait because my powers aren't really well suited for this.
Right, right. Okay. So then back over at the base, y'all have a actual plan yet, or what's going on?
Do you two gentlemen mind supervising him while he bathes? I asked telepathically. I'm not going to deny somebody the right to bathe.
That's gross.
I mean, first off, I'm a girl, but second off, meh, I guess.
Yeah, but I figured you've seen lots of naked people in test tubes, so...
Well, yeah, there is that. Again, this part's out of character. I'm not just going into this in the game, but yeah, they did sort of just have all of the kids like bathe and do everything together in one area, or one set of areas. It's not like we ate in the shower.
Yeah, my parents would kill me if they found out.
Okay.
It's up to you all. I mean, I'm not going to force y'all. It's just... that gets him a little bit more relaxed.
No, I don't mind. I'll keep an eye on him, I guess.
I'll watch the exit.
I guess I'll watch some TV.
Okay.
Don't mess with my subtitle settings.
They're still turned off.
Hey, Langstrom,
Yes?
do you feel like a shower?
I could use one, yes.
Okay, we're going to have to watch you.
Yes, yes. I understand.
Alright, yeah. I'll slowly open the cell door.
Yeah, he just kind of walks out, and it all goes uneventfully.
Okay.
So back at school, they basically cancel class for the rest of the day due to the fire as they investigate the cause and whatnot.
Okay, but they got it. They put it out.
They eventually get it put out, and there's still a number of people missing initially, so as they go through the burning wreckage and everything.
Okay, so I go to look for Nancy.
You eventually find her. She's kind of huddled on like a grassy median in the parking lot. Kind of face is kind of sooty. She was nearby when it happened.
Are you okay?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Did you see anything? Do you know why this happened?
No. 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 She's clearly not okay.
Yeah. Let's go home. Here, I'll drive you.
But do you know how to drive? Your car drives.
Yeah, I know how to drive. Let's go.
Okay. And so yeah, she gets in the car, and you're taking her to her house, I assume?
Yeah, so yeah, just go to her house.
Okay. Yeah, you'll get there. The doors are actually unlocked, but nobody's home whenever you'll get there. That's not normal.
So the door is unlocked, but nobody's there?
Right.
Okay. Do you think your mom forgot to lock the door?
I don't know. maybe I did. I had my eyes closed a lot on the way to school. I don't know.
Okay, so. Mm, so then. I don't know.
Do y'all go in? Do y'all just kind of hang out outside? What do y'all do?
I kind of drop her off, and then I like go around the house to see if I can find anything from when those people were there.
Nothing really stands out that you notice. The back door is also unlocked, though.
Okay, so I make sure she locks her doors, and then I leave.
Okay, so you kind of like walk around the house and everything.
Yeah, I like make sure she's like in her house.
Okay,
Let's
yeah,
see.
yeah. As soon as you step inside, your veins kind of engorge around your eyes, and you see like 6 of the little larval bugs just kind of leaping from above, landing on you and embedding themselves inside of you.
God, they're everywhere. I just turn on my absorbing powers.
Okay, go ahead and roll to directly engage. Okay, so you sense that they're coming, and you do activate your powers, but the first 4, or the first 2, actually land on you and start to actually dig into your flesh before your powers kick on. And then the powers do kick on, and they kind of all twitch and die as the life force is drained out of them. But go ahead and go ahead and mark the condition of afraid, as they got as close as they did to taking you over. I just recently learned that the GM actually has a move to inflict conditions in certain situations.
Okay, I'm right.
And Nancy was walking in behind you, and she just kind of froze and starts backing away, like just almost running backwards, not paying any attention to where she's going, where she trips over her own feet and kind of tumbles backwards to the ground, hitting her head on the sidewalk, and just kind of like lying there groaning.
So I go over to her, make sure she's okay.
What? Why is this happening?
I don't know what's going on in this city.
And she's like even more kind of dazed than she had been after the whole fire.
So then, at this point, I don't want to leave her alone. So then I take her to my house.
Okay, so y'all head that way. So back at the base, yeah, Langstrom, he does the shower and gets cleaned up and everything. And like I said, it's uneventful. He doesn't try to escape or fight or anything like that.
Actually, real quick, how smart is Langstrom? Like, are we just talking smart for a basic dude, or like particularly smart? I'm wondering if I should try to have him hack that data pad while we're at all of this. Once he's out of the shower, of course.
I have no idea.
Smart enough to be a teacher.
Yeah, that's not saying much.
Yeah, I just realized.
Jerks.
Found the teacher.
I don't know. I grew up where basic intelligence meant that, you knew to keep the nozzle on the glue.
But yeah, no, you have no idea how smart Langstrom is.
Actually, come to think of it, have you guys even messed with it yet? I know I ran out most of its password options, but
Y'all see that Polymer's referring to a data pad, like a tablet that was lying on one of the tables in the like kind of break room area, but none of y'all had actually messed with it or anything.
Yeah, About all I know about computers is how to use my cell phone and the computer that my boss has, my mentor. I can try, I guess? Does password work?
No, I tried that. I tried. It's only got one left, and then what was it that it said it was gonna like self erase or something like that? If
Yeah,
we got it wrong
it's
again.
going to format. If
Yeah,
there's
I'm not
one more
going to
failed
touch
attempt.
that.
No, I'm assuming you'll put Langstrom back in the cell.
Yeah. He's
Yeah. Feel kind of bad, but we don't know the long-term effects.
it's for the greater good.
We'll make him better.
No, have we heard anything back yet from Remort? Or are we still waiting on him?
Yeah, there's been no contact.
Yeah, every so often I'm going to just go and try again.
Yeah, every so often there's no response.
Do I have numbers for any of like his friends in not the Justice League?
Roll been reading the files. We'll tie that into it. Okay, so yeah, you do recall a couple of numbers that you think belong to some of his allies, but you've never actually had a reason to call them yet.
I might try them. One, we got somebody that we're holding against their will. And two, we could start looking for somebody to look at this data pad.
Okay, so you call the first one, and there's somebody answers, and General Chang's Burrito Emporium. How may we help you?
Hi, I'm looking for somebody.
Okay, who are you looking for? Maybe they work here?
Remort?
No, don't know anybody by that name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have the wrong number.
That's fine. I understand. Have a good day. They hang up.
Okay. And I'm going to hang up and I'm going to wait. Does the phone ring?
No.
Damn.
Should we all go get burritos?
That does sound good. I'm going to call the number back and ask for their address.
Okay, yeah, they give it.
Yeah. Okay. Do y'all do delivery or... Never mind, we'll just come by.
Can you deliver to our secret base?
Yeah, it's that weird abandoned science lab outside of town. You guys will totally deliver there, right?
Which abandoned science lab just outside of town is that?
Wait, how many abandoned science labs are outside of Halcyon City? Is this just ringed with abandoned shit?
The world may never know.
Imagine it's like City of Heroes where any door might lead to an abandoned lab.
Yeah, and then if you call the other one, it kind of picks up and it's an automated system. And you've reached the Solarian helpline. If you are in immediate need of assistance, press 1. If you've spotted something strange, press 2. And just goes down this long list. None of them are if you're holding somebody captive in your secret base, though.
I'll try one.
Please state the nature of your emergency, and I will help you as soon as I can.
Kidnapping.
Thank you. And it hangs up.
I get in touch with the others. Well, apparently my mentor's not the only asshole on the team.
Weren't they in the middle of some like big battle last time you called them?
They were.
Yeah.
Maybe things didn't go so well.
No, I'm sure they're fine. They're not the Justice League. I mean, nothing wrong can happen.
we scour the internet who's on.
Scour the internet for what?
Like what the battle was that not the Justice League was in.
Let's just call them the Protectorate instead of not the Justice League.
But I like not the Justice League.
Yes, but eventually we had to make up a name for Psychic Batman also, so...
Okay.
But anyway,
yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, there's no word of any major battles having gone on or anything, but you'll do notice a couple of, on fringe sites, people thinking that a couple of the heroes have gone missing, but they're marked a few weeks old. And they did say, Remort, that he was going to help Solarian try to find the Witch Hunter. So there may be some truth to that.
Okay, so it looks like it's up to us.
To find the Witch Hunter?
No, to decide what to do with Langstrom.
I mean, at this point, we're not. I don't know if we're going to get anything else out of him. Maybe we should just let him go for now.
Yeah, promise a good behavior, and we put a tracer on him.
Ooh, yeah, put a tracer on him. Unknowingly.
Actually, I don't know if I have one. I probably should check these things before I go saying things like that.
Can you put a mental tracer on him?
No, he's somehow blocking me a little bit.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe he doesn't like you.
Well, he wouldn't be the first. Or the last. God, I wonder if we're related.
I think we should tell him we'll let him go if he helps us like find these bad bugs.
I buzz into him. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, the shower helped, yes.
Can you help us feel better?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What do you need?
Just checking. And I'm going to wait for a mental signal from the others before I let them out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because Respec's just going to feel like crap for holding somebody against their will.
Okay, well, Polymer said go ahead, so do you open the door, or...?
I'm waiting on Mr. Body. I pretty much want this to be unanimous before I screw anything up.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, I open the door. Come on, we're going to get you processed out.
Okay, so yeah, the door slides open, and he slowly stands up and turns to exit, and then Lucy and Nancy pull up to Lucy's house. Everything seems normal there.
Okay, so we go inside.
Okay. Yeah, you had seen the vehicle in the driveway. A little unusual in the sense that your dad is home, but it is still his vehicle, so it's nothing strange in the grander scheme of what's going on. As you walk in, you can just kind of hear him on the phone in his office going on about the Registration Act and everything else he's trying to get pushed through, and just everything. You've heard it before, but as you go, you can kind of see even her dazed state. Nancy's just kind of like, but you're... and he... today sucks.
Yeah, and so I just kind of like my room.
Yeah, she goes in with you, and she just kind of plops down on the bed, getting some soot kind of on it. just sighs and almost seems like she's like trying to hold back from just crying.
Like, roll to comfort.
Okay. All right. So how do you do that?
I grab a tub of ice cream and put on a movie. Just to like get her mind off of it.
Okay. And what movie?
I don't watch movies, I don't know. Titanic. Sure.
Okay. So yeah, you'll start watching that and just you're a good friend, but this would. Do you think if I fall in the river, I'll get powers too, and that I can help fight and I won't be hurt all the time?
I don't know. I mean, I've been back there, but I never saw the same thing again.
Okay. And yeah, as y'all watch the movie, y'all get to a certain part, and she's just kind of like, "Those stars are wrong in the sky."
What do you mean?
Well, the stars on the movie, they're wrong for that date and time of where the movie's set. They should really have somebody fix that. I'm surprised they didn't catch it in production.
Officially my favorite NPC.
Why do you know that?
Well, I like astronomy, but I don't really tell people.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so the movie keeps going. Yeah, so Langstrom gets up and kind of walks out of the cell. So you need my help, you said, or am I just free to go? What's going on?
You're free to go. I mean, if you have anything you want to give us, fine, but we're not going to hold you any longer against your will.
I appreciate that. You may want to check the sewers. And I'll be on my way. And he turns and starts walking in a direction and then stops. And how do I get out of here?
Yes, sorry about that. And I guess we'll walk him out.
Do we need to blindfold him?
Yeah, we probably should. It's like, this is just so that you can't find your way back here.
I understand. So then are y'all also going to, like, fly him away from there? Or just have him walk where he turns around and, oh, there's their base?
No, no, I think we'll fly him away, and then we'll turn around 3 times.
Okay,
Maybe we'll put him in a chair and turn him on the plane.
Do y'all all go, or do you just fly him yourself?
I'll leave that up to my teammates.
I mean, I'll go.
Yeah, we'll all go. I also think we should. Sorry, I'm eating. I also think we should exchange like contact information with him, just in case something happens.
Good idea.
Okay, so yeah, y'all get him on the plane and fly him somewhere into the city or on the outskirts of it. Land, get off, and y'all mentioned the contact info. So he pulls out his wallet and hands you a card, and it says Bruce Langstrom, educator on it, and it has like the school's logo on there.
And if you need anything, I'm going to hand him one of Jazz's cards.
Interesting card. Okay.
God, you're a dick.
Do you say that out loud to him?
No, I'm thinking it to Respec.
No.
In my head, I'm like, well, we haven't had business cards made. I mean, have you?
No.
Wait, have you?
And he just kind of pockets it and takes a step out of the plane, looks around, and okay. All right, thanks. And just walks off towards the city.
Yeah, I'm going to say we kind of dropped him off over by the school or something because we wanted to make certain it was somewhere he would recognize.
Okay, so kind of in the suburbs area, like an open park or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a dick, but not a complete dick.
So as y'all do that and land and whatnot, Polymer, you feel something kind of touch your mind that's
Gross.
familiar but unknown at the same time, but you can't quite tell where it's coming from. But it's definitely not Respec.
Wow, that's unsettling. Great, thanks. Guys, I think I feel something over here.
Oh? And I'm going to bite off a smart-ass remark, but okay. What is it?
Well, I don't know. It's similar to, whenever we set up our link like usual, but Respec, it definitely isn't you.
Can I do some sort of thing to just kind of check her over?
Roll to unleash.
Of course.
Well, if Polymer or somebody wants to use a team point to get that to a 7.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody was kind of talking. Who's doing what now to help?
I guess Respec and I can kind of use our powers in conjunction to look her over.
Okay. So yeah, as you kind of reach into Polymer's mind with a little bit of a extra oomph from Mr. Body, you do get the sense of a alien presence, and it does remind you of kind of when you're trying to reach into some of the bugs' minds, but it doesn't feel as hostile, but you can't quite get a full read on it to identify it.
No means no.
Can I roll assess? Just try to look around, see if I can see like anyone looking in our direction suspiciously or whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You don't notice anything unusual.
And I guess we tell Polymer or Respec. I guess Respec. I wouldn't know what it is, but Respec would know. So
Yeah, we should get you back to the base. It looks like you might still have a bug in you or near you or something. You might be susceptible.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, you did tell it wasn't from inside, though. It was an outside.
Okay, you might still be susceptible. Then I'm going to look behind me, and I'm guessing that Langstrom's just long gone by now.
Yeah, there's no sign of where he went.
Yeah, let's take care of you first.
So, like, do we all pile back into the plane, or what's happening?
Sure, let's go to the plane, and then we go get burritos, and then we go back to the base.
wait. Okay, so maybe this is like a proximity thing. Maybe there's bugs nearby. Is there like an entrance to the sewer nearby?
Are we gonna start using me as a hot cold detector?
Do you feel boopy?
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 Boop.
I think it would sound more like the motion detectors in the Alien films.
I think Polymer doesn't care how it sounds.
But yeah, is there like a entrance to the sewer anywhere? GM?
Go ahead and roll to assess.
At the same time, would wandering around even help? Like, should I assess for that or whatever?
Okay, so yeah, y'all get out, and after you're considering your idea, y'all kind of start walking around a bit, and y'all do find like a large drainage exit pipe system that you could walk into. You don't know necessarily where it connects with or how far it goes or anything, but it seems like the best choice to get into the sewage system.
Okay, we need to decide if we want to do this, because getting sewer water out of white ain't that easy.
I mean, I've already worn trash once recently, so although that was a different body, so maybe it doesn't count. Go for it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm down.
How are you feeling?
Boopy. Just with the straightest face I can manage.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull open the. It's a manhole cover, right?
Y'all walk into the drainage pipe, and y'all eventually get to what looks like a sewer access type of door off into the side of it.
Can I just pull it open?
It is locked.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make myself really strong and force it open.
Directly engage.
Should I unleash my powers?
Directly engage.
Okay. Also, did you see the message I sent you? Okay, so yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so yeah, you grip the door, and you remember back to when you were captured and like what you went through and what you did without even realizing it, and you start trying to channel that feeling, and you feel your power working its way through into your musculature as they start to swell and increase. And Respec and Polymer, y'all actually see Mr. Body's arms increase like he's been working out for months now, but it just happens in a second as he grips it and starts pulling and manages to rip the door open despite its being locked, actually breaking part of the door in the process.
So his arm gets bigger as he's gripping and pulling. Got it.
And yeah, so when y'all open the door, y'all get inside, and there's it goes in a little bit, and then there's actually a manhole cover type downward ladder. Back at Lucy's, finished the movie, and Nancy seems to be in a better state of mind now.
Okay. You feel better now?
Yeah, it still pisses me off about the stars.
Okay.
I don't really want to go home. Can I stay the night here?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks. Do you work tonight?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I have to go work. I forgot about that.
Can I just hang out there whenever you go?
Yeah, just come and hang out at the coffee shop.
Thanks. And so some more time passes, and you have work at, let's say 4, so you still have a couple hours.
Mm.
At which point there's a knock on your door.
Come in.
Yeah, your brother walks in and sees Nancy, and I know your siblings know your identity. Do they know that Nancy knows?
No, there just like hasn't been a chance
Okay.
for like that to come up.
Can I talk to you out here?
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, exit kind of shut the door, and he just kind of leans in, and is that you that caused that fire? Were you fighting something?
You insane? Why would I set the school on fire?
No, not arson, but like from a fight. Were you doing your thing?
No, I was in class.
This is crazy. You know you need to stop, right?
Stop what? This wasn't my fault.
I know, but the fact that I even have to be worried that it might be, or that you might have been involved in some way, not causing it, but you know what I mean.
I'll take care of myself. And so then I like storm back into the room.
Yeah, and you hear like stomp down the hall, and then you hear his door slam.
Okay.
You okay?
I can't believe him. He thought I started that fire. Like from a fight.
Wait, does she know they know?
Yeah. Well, I guess she does now.
Okay. What? They know.
I mean, just my brother and sister.
They haven't said anything to your parents?
I mean, you know my dad. He would never... He'd never approve of this, so we're just letting it go for now.
She was just like completely like taken aback, like her world was just rocked that they know and they haven't told anything, and she just can't picture something like that being kept secret by siblings.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, y'all head into the sewers. It's pretty dirty and smelly. A lot of potential ways to go.
As we're doing this, has the feeling gotten any? I know we haven't probably moved super far, but has the feeling gotten like any stronger, noticeably stronger or weaker?
Yeah, go ahead and roll to unleash, we'll say. Okay, yeah, it hasn't necessarily gotten stronger in a sense of being able to track it with the directional sense, but you have kind of felt it touching more strongly. Whether that means it's getting closer or it's just exerting more effort, you don't know.
Well, then, what direction do you guys want to go?
Are you feeling in control of yourself?
Yeah. I'm me.
Prove it.
Okay. How do you want? How should I?
Okay, that should work. If you start to lose yourself, just leave. Let us know and leave.
Wait, if what?
If you start to lose yourself, let us know and leave.
All right, I'll let you know.
Yeah, so unless somebody else has a direction they want to go, I'll probably flip a coin.
Can I try to detect, like, if there's any of those bugs around?
Yeah, go ahead and roll to unleash. Yeah, so as you extend your senses out to try to feel for any life signs of these aliens that you've now sensed way too often, you do feel a direction where there seems to be a number of them congregating, and they do seem to be more of the larval infection type life signs, though not the full-sized queen style.
Okay, so I can feel that there's some of these like larva parasite guys around, like a lot of them.
So now we need to decide: do we actually want to go down there, or do we want to go the other way?
Yeah, because we don't really have a plan on what to do with them.
Shouldn't we kill them?
Well, either way, I'll tell you this: I'm not absorbing them again. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's
Good,
a
but that's sort of like homicide. I mean, I don't really feel comfortable eradicating another species.
okay.
I mean, have you read Ender's Game?
I just kind of like kick the dirt on the ground.
Do we have Respec? Do you have any kind of like observation equipment that like we'd be able to leave down here, like a tiny camera or anything?
Yeah, I was given 4 things from my mentor. That was the vehicle, communicators, and false identities, but I don't see a 4th thing. Oh, okay, so there was only 3. Okay. Yeah, so basically I've got untraceable cell phones and false identities left from that.
Well, and you do have the vehicle again. It's just that
Yeah.
this one wasn't directly from the mentor, but even the first one was from Sadacor, still just through your mentor.
Yeah, so probably don't have anything unless I go to his base and take something.
So these guys are supposed to only become symbiotic with us if we want them to. So if we go down there and then they start trying to like come at us and get us, then and we kill them, that's self-defense.
You know what? I'm sure my mentor would want us to monitor this. I can go to his base and procure some surveillance equipment. I mean, if he was around, he'd give permission, but he's not.
Should you like blindfold us, or do you want us to stay behind?
You know what? Why don't you all go to the burrito place and I'll meet you there? Just burritos. Then we'll come back and we'll set this up, and then we'll have victory burritos.
If they're going to go to the burrito place, you'll probably need to drop them off on the way, because it is in the city and y'all are like in the suburbs, and you're their transportation with the jet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll drop them off, and they can order and get everything while I go to the base.
Okay. So as y'all come out of
If they're okay with that, because victory burritos. And baby!
Oh, are you guys able to hear him?
He is adorable.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Okay, as y'all make your way out of the sewers, y'all were down there for a bit longer than y'all realized, trying to find your way out, and it's significantly later in the day. And you'll get in the jet and start flying towards the drop-off point for the burrito place. Lucy, you and Nancy are in the car heading towards your work now.
Okay.
And y'all arrive. There's no issues or anything, no more signs of the bugs or anything like that. You don't notice anybody watching creepily or anything at the coffee shop. Y'all drop, or Respec drops off Polymer and Mr. Body and starts flying off. And as y'all head towards the burrito place, Y'all just hear a loud smash and like car alarms going off a few blocks over.
We all hear that?
Everybody except for Respec, who flew off. So y'all are all in the same general area of the city, just not like at the same place.
Okay, I guess we should probably go check that out. I'd say that to Polymer.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Hang on, sorry, I'm moving to a different spot.
Yeah, and I head over there too. I guess I have like a little bit of time before work starts, so I just head over there.
Okay, so yeah, as y'all head there, and y'all all kind of arrive at roughly the same time. There is a 8-foot tall, super like Hulk level muscular, giant toddler toddling down the street, wearing a patchwork fur onesie that, as you kind of look at it, you realize it looks like the onesie is made from like dog and cat fur.
Can I just say what the hell? Like,
And
what the hell?
the toddler is just like marching around, like stomping its feet, kicking cars. They go flying down the road. It's like grabbing people if they manage to not run away in time, and like throwing them into buildings, like the sides of walls. And it's dragging what looks like somehow may have been like a parachute that looks like it's dragging like a blanket, as it's just crying as it's doing this.
Maybe.
Guys, what is that?
Go ahead.
Sorry, guys, what is that?
Looks like a giant baby.
Since Respec's not there, and y'all can still contact her with the phones and everything, but Mr. Body, go ahead and we'll say roll to assess, since you are like kind of like the hero fanboy. Maybe you've read up on some villains too, reading about battles and things. Okay, so it clicks, because you almost thought it wasn't like a real story, but you do recall reading about a fight with, you don't remember the hero at this point because there's a giant baby right there, but you do recognize it as the what known as Magnificus Man-Brat, and it's a giant toddler, and it just does what babies do at a horrible scale of destruction.
Okay, so I communicate that to Polymer.
And I like run up to them and I'm like, guys, what's going on?
Did you costume up on the way?
Sorry, it cut out.
Oh, did you costume up on the way?
Yeah.
Oh shit, did we ever costume up, or are we just in regular clothes right now?
Well, y'all were kind of going on a mission, so I assume y'all were in y'all's costumes, or what passes for y'all's costumes.
Okay, cool.
Or actually, no, because they don't know who I am as a hero. They just know me in my Playbook. They just know Lucy.
Okay. So yeah, Lucy comes running up out of the blue and just happens to be in the area asking that question.
It's what was it? Man-Brat?
Magnificus Man-Brat.
Magnificus Man-Brat, and he's apparently just this like super crazy big baby that does what babies do and throws tantrums. So maybe we should comfort it?
I mean, Should we all roll to comfort and support for that, or do you think just one of us?
Depends on what y'all all do.
Maybe we could make a giant teddy bear.
Made out of what?
Yeah.
I could make a giant teddy bear out of plants.
Does anyone here have baby experience? I know I don't.
Nope.
My character would, but she's not there.
Does Lucy have, like, are any of her siblings younger than her, or are they all older than her?
No, they're both older than her.
Ah, so you're the baby.
I am the baby, not the giant baby.
And yeah, he keeps kind of like toddling down the street, just destroying more things as it goes, crying.
Screw it. I'm sure I've seen babies on TV before, so I am gonna, I guess, comfort and support, because directly engage would mean hitting it, and I don't feel cool hitting a giant baby.
All right, how are you going to try to comfort and support?
All of this I'm drawing off of, like, TV, so, the shush, mama's here kind of stuff. I guess I'll kind of pull my hood down so you can see that, like, I am a person.
All right, go ahead and roll. Okay, so as you kind of like cautiously walk up and do what you do, it kind of pauses, and the crying slowly comes down in volume, and it just kind of starts like watching you, but isn't moving now as you're doing what it's doing, doing what you're doing.
For now, I'm just gonna keep that up and try to, like, signal to the others, like, guys, come on, do something.
I'm gonna make a giant teddy. I'm gonna attempt to make a giant teddy bear out of the plants.
Okay, go ahead and roll comfort and support.
Hey, wait, real quick. I know Respec's not here, but are we still, like, linked up, or does that leave when she leaves?
Yeah, I think we established it's got kind of a fairly close proximity. So, but I do have the cell phone still to like text or whatever.
Are they camera phones? Can we send her a picture of this giant baby?
Yeah, they're smartphones. Okay, so yeah, you create this giant teddy bear looking construct out of plants. They kind of come pulling out of smashed windows from inside buildings, and some of them come up from like kind of the sewage and between cracks between the streets and stuff, and they form this giant teddy bear. And Man Brat kind of sees it and just, and like kind of stomps over to it and like hugs it. And so it's just sitting there like kind of rocking with the teddy bear.
I honestly don't know what we should do from here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, we at least got it to stop. Maybe I'm sure that like authorities are on the way. Do we have like a contact with any of the authorities that I can't remember that, like, whatever the main authorities are that show up to like fight villains or whatever, or take care of disturbances?
Y'all don't have a direct line, but there's a general like Aegis hotline type of thing. Like if you see something, say something type of thing.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna call the Aegis hotline.
Okay, so as that's ringing, all of a sudden a large dust cloud just kind of comes sweeping through the area, and it hits the baby as it's moving, and it just starts like crying again, throwing the teddy bear away as the sand gets in its eyes and its mouth and everything, and just starts stomping around. And the sand kind of starts swirling in place around y'all, creating sort of a contained sandstorm, keeping y'all trapped in. Lucy, your eyes kind of do what they do, and you see dropping from above you is a skeleton, basically, coming down, like with clawed fingertips, though, to like slice downwards at you.
Is it just coming down at Lucy, or is it like all of us?
Well, she's seeing it like 3 seconds ahead, and so it gives her time to kind of react before it actually connects or whatever.
Sorry, I zoned out for a second. I think I missed something important. So is the skeleton alive? No.
I mean, as far as you can tell from the vision, it's just a animated skeleton.
Okay, so I turn on the absorption power.
Okay, so yeah, it comes down and
Back?
kind of do what now?
Like turn it on, like, just in case, but then, like, also try to jump out of the way.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll to take a powerful blow as it comes down, trying to cut across your back, basically, as it lands. Okay, so it lands, and you kind of move so you don't take the full force of it, but it still connects, and you feel it kind of cut down your back with its clawed hands. Not too deep, but painful. And so go ahead and pick one of the options from take a powerful blow, which would be you lash out verbally, provoking a teammate into a foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition on somebody. You give ground to your opposition and they get an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
I guess give ground to the enemy.
Okay, so you kind of stumble forward as it lands, and it kind of lurches there for a minute, and that's when Mr. Body and Respec, in addition to now the baby going on a rampage again, and this skeleton here, you actually do notice a couple more skeletons kind of dropping down from the roof, and out of the sandstorm, you kind of see a figure come walking in, but you can't make out too many details, but there is another person now in the area that you assume is probably involved with what's going on.
Okay, so we see all this.
Yes.
Okay, so do I see? Can I see where Syphon is? Or sorry, Lucy.
Yeah, y'all are still pretty close together, right there next to each other.
Okay, so I'm gonna like go after the skeleton and just try the bones like dissolve.
Try to do what?
Well, I guess they're not living, so well, I was gonna say I was gonna like try to mess up the bones, but they're not living, so I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, they don't really have much to work with.
I guess since I have like almost all of my conditions, Mark, I might as well use that to charge my burn.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Is it set to automatically give me a plus from my condition?
It looks like it gave you a +4, but I don't know if that's
You rolled double once.
Oh,
If you hover over the 6, it gives you the dice rolls.
yeah, I see that. Okay, well, I
So
missed.
did you just kind of pass out or something?
Yeah, I think I have to like mark conditions, and I think that's it for me. Yeah, I have to mark 3 conditions. I get 2 burn, but I have to mark 3 conditions, and I only have 1 condition left, so yeah. I'm super gone now.
Okay, so do you flee or pass out?
I guess I pass out.
Okay, so yeah, you'll see Mr. Body like looking like he's trying to charge up like he normally does, and then all of a sudden his eyes just kind of roll in the back of his head as he kind of face plants down onto the ground, passed out. Polymer, did you notify Respec of what was going on at all, or?
Yeah, before all of this started happening, I feel like I probably at least got out like a quick text.
Okay, so yeah, Respec, you did get the text about the giant toddler attacking.
Okay, I'm sure. I have faith in my team. They can take care of a giant toddler.
Okay. So, Lucy, do you want to act? You've got the figure in the sand, you've got the toddler, and you've got 3 skeletons.
Oh my god. I try to take care of the skeletons first.
Okay, what do you do?
So I try to suck the life out of them. Not sure if I can.
Go ahead and roll to directly engage.
Okay.
Okay, so you get to pick pick 1 to resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity, or impress, surprise, or frighten. I would suggest resisting or avoiding blows.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're trying to move in and touch them, so and as you do, you kind of duck under when they're oncoming slash and jump around behind it and plant your hand on the top of its head and start trying to drain its life force, but it apparently doesn't have any, as its power seems to be ineffective.
Shit.
Polymer, what are you doing?
Do I still feel? I know there's a lot going on. Do I still feel the touching at my mind from earlier, or is that completely gone? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, you haven't felt that since y'all left the park area.
Okay, so not worrying about it. Let me see, because we've still got the toddler. I was still trying to comfort it before him, I guess, before all of this happened. Oh, let me see. My suit's got that grappler thing we talked about that I got from Zeta Core. I guess I don't want to, but I guess I'm gonna try to lash out, grab one of the skeletons, and pull it into absorb. Just at the very, I don't know if I'll get anything from it, but at the very least, there'll be one less for us to deal with. If I can do that.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll to directly engage. Okay, so yeah, you shoot it out, and it kind of wraps around its torso, binding itself around the bones, and you pull it in, and as you touch it, you do absorb it, but then you just kind of don't feel anything from it. There's no memories, there's no abilities or anything else from it.
Yeah, that was more or less what I expected. How many were there altogether?
There were 3, and then there's the giant toddler and the figure that hasn't actually come close or done anything yet?
Let me see. I guess if I can, since at the very least it looks like this isn't hurting me, and I can do up to 3 people safely, I guess I'll try to go ahead and get the other 2. I might need to do separate rolls for each one, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and roll one more for that, and then we'll come back around and resolve that. So the figure kind of starts approaching more, and as it gets closer, you can kind of make out a little bit more. And they're wearing, it looks like some sort of trench coat, but you can't really make out the details through the sand. And as they raise up both arms, you see the sand start to move even faster, and they kind of push their arms forward, and a condensed blast of it just comes and knocks into both of you. So both of Lucy and Polymer roll to take powerful blows.
This is the worst.
Okay, so Polymer, you actually you shoot your grapple again and pull another skeleton in you, absorbing it right before the blast hits you. So go ahead and pick one from the take a powerful blow list as it smashes into your chest and like just slams you up against the wall. And Lucy, the blast hits you, knocking you off your feet backwards into one of the broken storefronts, knocking you back into some tables. And you pick either one of the larger options or 2 of the smaller ones on the list.
Okay, I'm gonna go with angry because I've absorbed 2 of them, so like I know what I'm doing, but he was still able to knock me back. So honestly, just fuck this guy at this point.
Alright, so you're marking 2 conditions?
No, I was just doing angry, I thought.
It said, one of them is you struggle past the pain, you're marking 2 conditions.
Oh, okay, so then angry, and I'll need to pick another one. Give me just a sec.
Wait, where's the list for the...
If you look under the handouts, it's the move list.
Yeah, basic moves 1.
Okay, never mind. I'll give ground, I guess, since we're being knocked back.
Well, and I mean, you're being knocked back, but if you give ground, then it kind of leaves you prone versus just ready to still go by moving through the pain or whatever. So, like, they'd have the opportunity to come in at you again.
Yeah, I'll still go with that. Do I mark potential for taking the hit, or is that just for missing regular rolls?
It's missing regular rolls, and then you still mark it if you miss on the hit. So if you successfully withstand or whatever, you also get the point.
Okay, so then yeah, so no potential here. Just yeah, I'll give ground.
Okay.
And I think I'll pass out.
Okay. So yeah, you see, or Polymer, as you kind of struggle back up to your feet, Lucy just kind of flew past you into the building as the other skeleton and kind of slashes down at you. So go ahead and roll to take a powerful blow. Okay, so yeah, for that one, you'll mark potential. And then, as it comes down, you actually manage to roll off to the side and grab its hand and absorb it as well. So now you have all 3 skeletons. Then as you get up to your feet, the baby is still rampaging, but he's not actually coming at y'all or anything like that. So now, as far as you can see, it's just the trench coat sand figure. As he kind of raises his arms again, and the sand again comes blasting at you, but I'll give you a chance to act since the skeleton took the opportunity.
Alright, well, real quick, that potential gives me an advancement, but I'll actually decide that at the end, so we're not, having to talk about all of that. Since I've got all three skeletons, what I'm kind of actually, hang on. Are the other two? I know they've been sort of blown away. Are they like relatively safe, or do I need to worry about trying to get them out of the way?
I mean, they're kind of passed out on the one's on the ground and one is in the ruins of the inside of a storefront, basically.
Okay. I'm gonna use my grapplers just because of the distance. Probably the best option, but I'm gonna try and get in as close to this guy as I can. And since I've got all three, if this works, then what I want to do is just spit all three skeletons at him and see if I can like knock him out or something that way.
Okay, go ahead and roll to directly engage. Okay, so yeah, as the blast is kind of coming at you, but you manage to move aside as you shoot out your grappler, and it actually latches onto his chest as he braces himself, and like as you pull, somehow he resists being pulled towards you, and you go flying in towards him. And as you are approaching, you let out the skeletons, and all three of them kind of blast out of your body forward, tumbling into him as your grappler disengages. You kind of land as he gets knocked backwards, sliding across the ground, the skeletons atop of him, as the sandstorm kind of dies down, so you're assuming he's passed out.
Let me see. At the moment, it's probably safe enough to take my eyes off of him, so I'm going to go check on the other two real quick, but then as quickly as we can, try to get back over to him.
Okay. As you turn back to go towards them, from around the corners of the building are a few more skeletons. They come walking out around, and as you're watching that, and you kind of think you spot something out of the corner of your eye, and you kind of look over, and from where the sandstorm, where all the dust settled, outside of that, you see another figure. He's wearing a black trench coat with sleeveless, but his arms appear to be skeletons themselves, even though the rest of him isn't. And he's got like long black hair. His eyes have this like dark makeup, and around them kind of semi-concealing his identity, is kind of running down his face. Very like black boots and very baggy black pants and a mesh undershirt under it. And he's holding what looks like a bone key, a large bone key.
Have they taught me what emo is yet?
Have y'all?
I'm sure it would come up somehow.
Great, so I'm being attacked by an emo. No, at the moment, then yeah, since there are two of them, definitely try to get the... If I can't wake up the other two, then at least get them out of the way so that I can, not have to worry about them getting hurt.
Okay, go ahead and roll defend. Okay, so yeah, you pull Mr. Body into the storefront also, and you manage to get them both into the, like, kind of behind the counter at least, as you turn back around and the skeletons are kind of climbing in over the wreckage into the window storefront and coming at you.
You know what? Actually, this is going to sort of undo a little bit of what I was trying to do with keeping them safe. But I'm going to probably, since I'm the only one awake right now, I'm probably going to need some firepower. So I know Lucy's energy absorption didn't affect them, but at the very least, I'm going to go ahead and absorb the two of them, just so it's, basically all of us condensed into one, so that I can fight them.
Okay. Yeah, so
Can I roll for that, or
no? They're passed out. They can't really resist it or anything, and so you absorb both of them. Lucy and Mr. Body, you kind of come together in this weird waiting room area that it seems very sterile, but there don't appear to be any doors around it.
And I'm just looking at him what's going on?
Do I know,
No.
Okay. I have no idea what's going on. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think I feel fine. Are you okay?
I don't know. Do I feel okay, GM?
Yeah, you feel odd in the sense of not confusion, but otherwise, yeah, you don't feel injured or anything like that.
yeah, other than just not knowing where I'm at, yeah, I feel fine.
All right, this might fall under comfort, but the way I had at least envisioned the absorption working is that I should be able to communicate with them to a degree. So I'm gonna, try to let them know, hey guys, don't worry, I've got this. This is me.
Okay, so as y'all are in the waiting room, like the top corner of one of the corners, or at the top of one of the corners of the room, rather, a TV appears, and on the screen kind of pops to life, and you see Polymer's face come on, and she says, "Hey guys, don't worry, it's me. I got this." And so, Mr. Body, you're able to assume what happened.
Oh, we got absorbed by Polymer.
Like the bug?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right, so Respec, what are you doing now? I guess you've made it to the base after you.
How long has it been since I've heard from them?
After the text there, we'll say it's been another maybe 5 minutes. It hasn't been that long that this has all happened.
They got this. It's just a giant baby. So I go in. I'm going to plug in my phone to upload the pictures that I took of the bugs at the school and any other data that I've collected since then while I go gather surveillance equipment.
Okay, well, as you come in and head to the main computer, you do see somebody sitting at like the main console chair, but the back of the chair is facing you, so you can't see who. As you approach, you hear, "I was wondering when you'd show up," and it's Langstrom's voice.
Ah. Hello. And I'm going to kind of assume a fighting posture, but not a super aggressive one.
Okay. Yeah, I figured I'd check in with your remort, but he's not here, so figured you would be eventually.
Yeah. What can I do for you? And in her mind, she's thinking, please don't say die.
Any idea where he is?
No, I was trying to get a hold of him because he's the one that sent me to find you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I usually touch base with them every week or two, and I guess after I didn't for a while, whatever passes for concern for him decided to put you on the case.
Yeah, concern.
I don't know if I'd call it actual concern, but I think it's more of a not knowing what's going on.
So why are you going through the computer?
I was just trying to see where he may have gone to, what his last mission was, or try to find him, touch base.
Okay, out of character. If I move towards the computer, is he going to try to get in my way?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm going to start making steps that way. What's his reaction to that?
Okay, yeah, no, he doesn't seem to be taking any counteractions or anything like that.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to check to see what the recent activity on the computer is, if it's still there.
To see what he was looking up or anything, or?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it just shows him accessing mission logs, trying to find the most current, which the most current open entry is the going with Solarian to look for Witch Hunter. But it hasn't been closed or anything like that. In terms of Remort hasn't closed the file; it's still an open case.
And he's comfortable with you going through his files.
I'd like to think he'd understand. I used to be his sidekick and all.
Yeah, I kind of picked up on that. I'm going to try for at least some surface thoughts or something, like pierce the mask, just to get an idea of what this guy's about.
Okay.
I mean, I suck at everything right now. Oh, okay.
Alright, so you get 3 of those questions.
Oh, right. Questions. What do you intend to do?
From what you can read, and he seems what he said was honest, and he's trying to find a remort.
What are you really planning?
To find remort.
What do you want me to do?
You wouldn't mind either your help with more information or just letting him get to a search.
I'm going to let him search, but not unsupervised.
Okay, yeah, he just keeps digging through the computer.
I think he'd understand that if he was Remort's previous.
Yeah, and you see him going through the systems and doing like a full search, trying to scan for Remort's equipment and vehicles and things like that he may have used or taken with him, and eventually does find like the signal led to somewhere in Germany before it cut out entirely.
Okay, you find what you need?
Looks like he's in Germany.
Okay.
I guess wait to see if he comes back. I won't wait here. I'll leave and leave you to it, since
Okay, no offense. I just don't know you that well. And
totally understandable. We met under strange conditions.
yeah.
Did he ever even tell you about me?
It's Remort. What do you think?
I figured. Just thought I'd ask. You know, it doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't tell me anything.
It feels good whenever he does have those rare moments of emotion.
Yeah, he doesn't tell me anything.
All right. Well, you take care. And then he gets up and starts heading
Me
out.
too. And I'm gonna just double check the computers.
Yeah, I mean, everything seems legit on a level. It didn't seem like anything was added or taken away that he didn't already say what he was doing.
Okay, and then I'm gonna hook up my phone to it to do what I said before and try to find the surveillance equipment.
Okay, like you find you know where all the equipment is, so yeah, you can find that pretty easily.
Okay. Yeah, and then once the data's uploaded, I'll unplug the phone and then I'll set a makeshift trap on my way out.
Okay. So, Polymer, you've just absorbed them, and you have the two skeletons now inside, and the black trench-coated skeletal-armed figure has come walking down the street behind them. He's just kind of like glaring at you, head kind of down a little bit, eyes looking up, arms at his side, and just, you shouldn't have hurt my friends.
I'm sorry? Eh?
You will be. As the skeletons kind of come in to attack, but you can take an action first.
Yeah, I'll let me see, because I know in story, I know Lucy's absorption didn't work. Although you don't fully understand her powers yet, so there's that, I guess. But I'm kind of limiting myself to things that I've seen Mr. Body do in the past. I will, I guess, if I've got the same, I guess depending on the level of control you think I want to have, or you think I've got over his powers, I'll try to make a at least one plant construct, if not a couple, to fight these things off.
Mr. Body, you said you had two burns?
Yeah, 2 burn.
Are you okay with Polymer using them as if you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So, yeah, you reach in and kind of sense, trying to do what you assume Mr. Body would do, and as you do, you kind of connect with Mr. Body, and Mr. Body, you feel the intentions, and you help, like, kind of guide through the actions, and you feel yourself using your powers, but it's odd because you don't actually, you know you're not directly doing it yourself, but you still have this connection, and you feel this connection as well, Polymer, as you kind of focus and create a humanoid plant construct, as you were intending to do.
Alright, so then yeah, if it works, then I guess, how many was I able to make? Was it just the one construct?
Your burns work. If it's automated on its own, you have to use 2 burns. If he controls it, it's just 1, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you make one, and you kind of pick all this up from Mr. Body, if you make one, you can animate it to have it fight on its own, or you can make two, but you have to actively control both of them.
Okay, so yeah, I'll let it be. I'll do two that are under my control, or that I have to focus on, just because it gives us more numbers, which is kind of what I'm going for here right now.
Okay. So yeah, you create them, and then all of a sudden you feel like some strange sensation around your eyes. And Lucy, you feel this as well in the waiting room, and you see both of the skeletons lunging past the constructs and coming in and basically just gutting you. And you get the sense that it's what's going to happen if you don't act, Polymer. And Lucy, for you, it's weird because you know you don't see anywhere around you where this could be going on, but you know, and you have this sense of self, but it's also tied into Polymer's body, so it's very disconcerting.
And so I like panic and I just yell like, move.
Well, that was unsettling. Yeah. So if I was able to pick up on her shouting "move," then as I send the two constructs into attack, I'm gonna duck out of the way from, I guess, where I saw the skeletons going into the little division there.
Okay, roll directly engage for the constructs. Okay, so if pick one, if you want that to be to resist or avoid their blows for you, then the constructs can step in and kind of intervene.
Okay, yeah, I mean, more on the avoid side, but yeah, resist/avoid.
Right, okay. So yeah, seeing the attack incoming and hearing the move from Lucy in your head, you react instinctually and kind of like, as you jump back, the constructs jump back with you and kind of position themselves between you and the skeletons as they both skeletons slash forward and just take out chunks of plant matter from the constructs, but otherwise the constructs still seem fine. Body and Lucy, since y'all have felt this connection now, if y'all want to basically be in telepathic communication with Polymer, y'all can do that. And y'all can kind of get a sense of what's going on, as vague as it is.
Okay.
Hey, Kyle. I don't think when I roll my conditions, it doesn't roll all of my conditions. Like, it doesn't add all of my conditions. I have 5 conditions marked. Actually, I have 6 now, but one of them's not on my list. But I should have 5, and it's only giving me a +4. And like when I rolled to burn last time when I passed out, it actually would have been a hit with my extra point because I got a 6, so I actually would have had a 7. I still would have had to mark a condition, but anyway.
Is the mid burn is it 1 condition or 2?
I would have to still mark. It would be 1 condition. So yeah, I would have marked damaged. I would have marked damage.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess, are you okay with kind of continuing where it was, or do we need to go back and...
I'm fine with that. I just want to...
Yeah, going forward.
Let you know that in the future I might might make sure what my role actually was, because it apparently isn't adding in all of my conditions.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I remember this being a problem when I played D&D a while back. Like, there were certain things it wouldn't add in for whatever reason.
Okay, yeah, so anytime we have to add anything, we'll just double check the roll.
I guess in that case, you said that you would have not passed out, if I heard all that right. So if you guys want to let him wake up, I can spit him out. Have another person fighting.
Yeah, we can do that. Like you kind of feel like a shift in Mr. Body. It's like physiology inside of you or whatever, and you kind of realize that he may have just come to.
Alright, so then yeah, so I'll actually if that other guy is close enough, I guess I can try and fastball special him toward that guy. Like instead of just flopping him.
Yeah, you could throw me at him, and I could like make a big old fist with my hand and punch him in the face.
How about that? Yeah, fastball special.
Okay. Keep in mind that I have all of my conditions marked.
So basically, if this doesn't work, you'll just pass out again.
Pretty much.
Okay, go ahead and roll to directly engage Polymer.
Whoopay!
All right. So you're doing the grapple thing kind of thing again, where you kind of pull yourself towards him and letting him go, or are you just ejecting him with force?
I guess sort of a running start, and then ejecting with force.
Okay. So as the two constructs are struggling with the skeletons and kind of keeping them occupied, you start running forward, you jump up onto a table, and then you kind of like let it lean forwards as you go down, you push yourself up off of it, flying through the air towards them as you eject Mr. Body. But as you were moving, the figure, he raised his arm without holding the key, and he stuck it forward, and it just, the tip of it disappeared as if disappearing in thin air, which is what it looked like, and he turns it, and as he turns it, he pulls it back, and as it pulls back, what you see is like kind of reality kind of move like it's stuck on the door, and there's just this black void that Mr. Body is now flying towards as you eject. Mr. Body, roll, take a powerful blow.
Fuck yeah.
Or actually, no. Directly engage.
Okay.
Okay, so you see this door into nothing appear as you eject, and you also instantly feel your connection to the constructs just become solid, and you react, and the constructs, like vines, come out of both of them, shooting back, and they actually wrap around your waist and kind of pull you back, keeping you from going in.
Okay, awesome. And I guess I'm in control of the constructs now, right?
Yes. And in the waiting room, Lucy, you see Mr. Body just kind of fade away.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess I probably would have told her what we were doing before we did it.
Okay. Yeah, the TV is still on in the corner, I'm assuming, like kind of showing you through Polymer's eyes what's going on.
Yeah, that was more or less what I had pictured it for anyone that I had absorbed. It's like they see what I see, basically. Hear what I hear.
Okay. And so when you didn't go through the door, you kind of hear like the figure mutter, and then out of the door walk another 3 skeletons. They come shambling out, ready to fight, as he shuts the door behind it and pulls the key back.
Okay, I want to charge my again.
Okay.
This time I get a +6. Okay, I'll take it.
Nice. Yeah, it still only added a +4, so.
So yeah, I would have had a 13.
Yeah. No, you definitely got it.
And I want to use Snatch.
Okay.
Can I? Oh, well, shoot. Never mind. I can't see the key, so I'm gonna hold off.
No,
on
you
that.
can see the key. Whenever he closed the door, he pulled it back, and it was like returned to normal. And it's in his hand as he kind of stands there glowering, controlling the skeletons with it.
Okay, so it's spend 1 burn to use your powers to seize any one object up to the size of a person from someone within view.
Okay.
So I figured I could use one of the constructs to just snatch it and then toss it over to me.
Okay. So yeah, as you realize the key is pretty important to what he's doing. One of the constructs, as it keeps struggling with one of the skeletons, like kind of like the same way they pulled you back, a vine just kind of like whips out from it, and it wraps around the key, and it pulls, and he doesn't actually let go, and it rips off his whole arm and brings it to you. And so you've got this key that's being gripped tightly by a skeleton arm, and he's, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Can I just say real quick, why are we always hurting? Why are we always like really, really physically hurting our enemies?
Damn it! Oh! What did we even do to you? Oh!
You conjured skeletons at us?
You almost killed our friend!
What friend?
Oh! You sent her into shock! What the... Oh!
What the hell are you even talking about, dude? We stopped the baby, and then you showed up, and then made the baby mad again.
Wait, Mr. Body. Wait. Is this about the milk girl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so yeah, that was not our finest moment, but I did save her life.
After you almost killed her?
Yeah, well, you know, she was attacking people, so what were we supposed to do? Just let them attack people? Yeah, that's not what we do.
And also, when you got the key away from him, the skeleton just kind of froze in place and stopped attacking.
Can I, like, make them attack him?
Go ahead and roll to unleash, we'll say.
Wait, what happens when I miss and unleash?
Nothing, you just kind of fail.
Okay, as long as I don't have to mark another condition. Booyah!
Okay, so as you have the key in your hand, and he's just kind of like grabbing at his arm with the other skeletal arm of his, and kind of like almost bouncing around, just cussing. You realize you had actually picked up a sense of what was going on with him physiologically as he was controlling the key, and you can kind of channel into that memory and kind of reenact it and take some level of control from the key itself as it kind of glows, and the skeletons kind of come back to life and turn and start walking towards him. But as you do that, you also feel yourself, your arm kind of getting weaker as it drains some of it, and it kind of shrivels like it took some of your life force with it to do it.
Okay, yeah, I don't necessarily want to make them attack him. I just want them to be standing around him.
Okay, yeah, so they turn to move, but it still has the same effect, like controlling them through the key drains your life force.
Okay.
And so they kind of move and like kind of form a circle around him as just, damn it. Fine, I guess you win.
Hey,
What was that?
it's not about winning or losing. We just don't want anybody to get hurt.
Again.
Yeah, whatever. And as you say that, or as he says that rather, the sandstorm kicks up again, and it's even stronger than before, and you lose all sight in this, and then as it dies down, he's gone, and in the wind somehow you've also lost grip of the key.
God damn it.
His arm is still there, but you don't have the key. It's on the ground, and the skeletons are piles of bones. And outside, you still hear the toddler screaming even louder, farther down the street, destroying things. About this time, Polymer, you can kind of feel that Lucy is kind of coming to if you were to eject her.
Yeah. Because I put her too close to the ground or anything, so I'll just...
Okay, so yeah, Lucy, you feel yourself, like, he tells you what's going to happen and ejects you, and you're kind of standing there. You're still a little weak, but you're conscious again. And about this time, Respec, your jet comes flying over, and you see the toddler is still active, but you see like all this destruction and just massive sand clouds and bones lying in the middle of the street, and there's some building tops that the Moors could park on or land on.
Yeah, I land and I come out. Y'all are the worst babysitters ever.
Fuck you.
I say, I'm so glad you could show up.
You can't take care of one baby?
Yeah, it's a long story.
Oh, hi, Lucy. Yeah, she's asking for that. I agree.
Can I not hear Lucy now?
Oh no, sorry, I wasn't saying anything.
Oh.
Oh, Polymer was flipping the camera.
Actually, wait. Come to think of it, Kyle, can you see anything that I do? Because I know the stuff when you post it on YouTube, I'm just like a picture. So, are you seeing anything I do from my end? Yeah, it's automatically just been my space for myself has just automatically been whatever's in front of the webcam.
Yeah, I have roll 20 on my end set to receive video only, so that's probably
I
why
can
I
see
see
your
them.
webcam though. So
Yeah, I see him. But I've been looking at the Discord page. Okay, so this baby is still rampaging.
Is this baby's name Anakin? Alright, well, either way, I guess. You know what? Respect. Go comfort the baby.
Yeah, leave this
Yeah.
to me.
With your mind bullets.
Since we suck at it so much.
You know, if we just hit it hard enough in the back of the knee there, it'll topple over.
Yeah, onto the buildings.
Well, he's only 8 feet tall.
Look,
Oh.
babies are evil. You haven't had them twist your nipples. It's awful.
All right, well, I'm gonna.
Hello?
Yeah, you started like you said. I'm going to, and then it cut out.
I'm gonna make it. I want to make another construct, like another teddy bear construct, and be like, "Oh, baby, here's a toy, baby. Oh, calm down, baby."
Okay, comfort and
going to-
support.
Well,
As you start to form it, just the duress that you're feeling after this whole situation, and you kind of miss aim, and you start creating a construct, but it's coming out of some plant matter that happened to get caught in his diaper, and it starts growing in the diaper behind him, causing him pain as it kind of topples over on the ground. He just turns around and he kicks the construct, and it goes flying down the block, and he kind of just starts coming at all of y'all in general. Nobody in particular, like he doesn't know you did it, but you got his attention.
okay.
I don't know how to not hurt this baby and still calm him down.
I'm gonna, I guess, move to do like I did before, you know, just the shush shush, it's okay thing. I just want someone to comfort this damn kid.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Okay.
Actually, okay, since we know it's working, and I'm still not the best with I assume I probably have zero experience with babies because I grew up in a lab. So even though it's gonna work, or since we know it's gonna work, I'm gonna just wrap my grapplers around it and try to pull it in for a hug, or try to pull him in for a hug, even though that probably looks terrible.
Okay. So you launch the grappler at it, and it kind of wraps around its torso and kind of pulls you in, and is kind of like very discomforting at first for it, and then it realizes what you're doing. It kind of brings its arms down around you, and at this time, just kind of coming trotting out of one of the alleys is this little cat that kind of comes up and starts rubbing itself along its foot, and between the two, it really seems to calm down a lot, and kind of like sits down there as the cat kind of starts running along it, and like purring as he rubs against the baby, and it starts meowing in general. And Polymer, you kind of you understand the cat is saying that don't worry, it's got this.
Blink, blink, blink.
And nobody else understands the cat, though. They just see a cat come up and start doing this.
Okay, well, first off, I guess to confirm that nobody heard that, you guys heard the cat say words, right?
No.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. I just heard meowing.
And so the baby kind of falls asleep, and
Support the head. Support the head.
like lays on the ground, and the cat kind of hops off and just kind of does this little cat strut over like it's hot shit. And then turns to Polymer and you're welcome, and meow.
I think I need to lie down, guys.
And so about this time, Aegis finally shows up with some containment units.
I say loud enough for them to hear me. Hey, what a response time.
Wait, multiple containment units?
Whenever you called, was it just the baby? I don't remember. Yeah, it was just the baby. So yeah, they showed up with one large containment unit for the baby.
Okay, because when my character sees multiple, she'd be like, it might be time for us to go.
And so, yeah, that seems like a kind of just a good endpoint right there to go into session stuff.
Yeah, but I want the key.
I want burritos.
Well, the guy took the
I
key
don't
with
know
him.
why damn cat's talking to me.
You said the key was on the ground.
No, his arm was. I said the key was gone, but the skeletal arm was left behind.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, it's Souvenir.
Yeah, I'm taking his fucking arm.
I love how it looks like we're accidentally building ourselves up a nemesis here.
Hey, that's how it always works. It's always about misunderstandings.
Okay, so whoever wants to go first for the into session stuff. In the handouts, it'd be basic moves 2.
Well, I think on Respec, at first she felt like she was, early part, I think she was growing closer to the team, but at the end there, she's just like, y'all couldn't even babysit one baby. So I'm thinking she grew away from the team.
Okay, so yeah, take away influence from somebody.
So I remove influence that somebody has over her, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I have influence.
That'll work, because I've been an asshole.
I'll do the opposite. Since I absorbed Lucy and Mr. Body. Actually, real quick, did I pick up any kind of memories from either of? I mean, I know we talk and stuff, but did I get any kind of extra memories from either of them doing that?
That would be up to them ultimately.
Hello?
Oh, that would be up to them, ultimately.
What was the question?
Whenever she absorbed y'all, did she get any of y'all's memories? Because normally she can take memories or whatever, but since y'all are player characters, I'll leave that up to y'all.
So we're pretty close.
Mm, yeah, if it just happens, yeah.
Okay, so, like, what kind of memory was it, or what kind of thoughts or anything? If y'all want to either give some specifics now or just kind of sit on it, and if the story develops to a point where you can be like, oh, this would have been something maybe Polymer picked up that time.
I think on my end it would. Hey, maybe he gets a memory that the Olympian thing.
Okay, so, like, kind of gets all the impressions and memories that you had from that, basically.
Yeah, but maybe something that I don't remember.
That might be something that we can figure out later. So, yeah, you just get this rush of experience memories from Mr. Body of his Olympian incident.
I might just. Oh, sorry. I might just sit on it because I can think of like two things, but I can't decide.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. We can either at the beginning of next session, or I guess whenever it comes up, or if you want to even decide and then mention it in our group chat on Facebook, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, I was gonna go with group closer to the team since I did absorb the two of them and actually have them experience my power, I guess, for the first time.
Okay, so you have to pick one of them to kind of give influence over, though.
Lucy, I guess, since Mr. Body already has it. Oh wait, no, the influence over I have influence over that person.
No, this would be they get influence over you.
No, I mean the spot on my character sheet.
Oh yeah, that's who you have influence over.
Okay. Well, actually, either way, I think Mr. Body, don't you still have influence over me? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay, so then yeah, so Lucy then.
Okay. You get to clear condition or mark potential also, but Lucy, if you don't have influence over Polymer, then you can add that to your sheet.
Yeah, I didn't. I just added it onto my sheet.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah, I don't have any conditions to clear, so I'll mark potential. And since I got an advancement earlier, I'll do take a move from another playbook and take Bulls there when it matters. I'll just add that into mine, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, what happened with Polymer, and then this is like the second time that Lucy and I have fought together. So, and I'll give influence to Lucy if I haven't already.
I do have it already.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that must have been from the last one.
Okay, so if you have it, what that means is you can shift Mr. Body's labels one up, one down of your choosing, and just kind of explain why you're choosing those.
And I don't know what he has, right?
You don't know what the stats are. If you have any at -2 or at a 3, you can mention that. Because if you don't, you get a condition marked if they try to lower a -2 or raise a 3. But
my mundane is -2 and my freak is 3.
okay, so don't raise freak or lower mundane if you don't want to inflict a condition.
Okay. Give me a second.
and I'm gonna mark potential.
Okay. And since some time will pass between sessions, you can go ahead and uncheck damage as well, since that's what fixes that one.
Okay. And so now I still had an advancement that I hadn't picked. I figured out what I wanted, but 2 advancements again now. But I think I'm going to take the bull move since I usually have a condition marked. It's called Thick Skin, and it gives you +1 to unleash while angry is marked.
Okay. And then also go ahead and, funnily enough, unmark angry because you hurt someone.
Okay.
Okay, so for Mr. Body, I'll raise danger 1 and lower freak 1.
What?
What?
Okay. No, that's fine.
Okay. Was that not good? I don't know.
It just lowers my freak, which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, this game, labels are supposed to shift around a lot anyway, so. Alright, and then Lucy, you pick one of the 3.
Oh, wow, I was just talking without it on. I said grow closer to the team with the whole absorption thing, and I think Polymer already has influence over me, but Polymer.
Okay, so yeah, Polymer, if you do have influence, you can shift the label up and 1 down.
No, the only one I had so far was Mr. Body, so I'll just add her into my list, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then, yeah, you get to either clear a condition or mark potential.
I'll clear a condition.
Alright, so yeah, hopefully that was alright.
And I think I still had an advancement, but I'll just do it sometime this week.
Okay. Yeah, I think you did, yeah. And, Polymer, the cat, is your pet from the Beacon playbook.
Right, yeah. Actually, was I correct? I had sort of assumed earlier when you said that I was feeling something poking at me. Was that what that was supposed to be if we had stayed in the park?
No.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
I can take a move from I can take an adult move now. Or I can take advances from the advanced list.
Nice.
One of the advancements available to me is choose up to 4 more resources from your mentor. So I'm thinking I'll take that to explain why I have the surveillance equipment.
Okay,
And I'll pick 3 more.
Sounds good. Alright, well, like I said, hopefully that was alright. Hopefully our audience enjoyed it enough.
Oh yeah, she was taken aback by the giant baby. My friend was listening for a part of it.
Yeah, I think that one caught everybody off guard a little bit.
That was honestly one of the more fun villains we've had. So, hooray! For, I guess not villain necessarily, since he's just a baby, but whatever.
Yeah, I've been sitting on that one since like the very first session.
That's hilarious.
So I think I'm going to retire from the life.
Well, alright, are you rolling up a new sheet then?
I'm just kidding.
And if you do reach a point where you want to like switch playbooks or something, like take that advancement, then we'll kind of go over exactly what that would entail, because certain moves and whatnot don't make sense under other playbooks, so you might lose certain moves doing so.
Yeah, that's a little bit what I was wondering, because one of my advancements is face your doom, and if you survive, change playbooks. So, I mean, I'll ask more about it, I guess, if I decide to do it. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 Bye.